And it looked like Caitlin Clark has landed her first speaking gig of the off-season. Guys, for this one here, we got...
So Caitlin Clark is doing her yearly press tour, as in like, not even yearly press tour, yearly talk tour, where she just goes and she starts talking. She does plenty of talks. She will talk wherever is deemed necessary, and what we will see from Caitlin Clark is a lot of speaking arrangements.
Caitlin Clark, she's done it again, and this time it's huge. Like, maybe she just broke the internet in the WNBA's pay system. We're hearing reports that she landed this off-season speaking gig, right? It's paying her somewhere between $400,000 to $500,000 for just one, seriously, $500,000 to talk for an hour. And get this, she's got a whole tour planned across the country. So that total could hit almost $50 million by the end of the off-season ASIN. The moment that news dropped, everyone started buzzing. And yes, that includes Angel Reese, because the thought of Caitlin Clark raking in millions for speeches while other players are just grinding in practice, that didn't sit well with her at all. Let's dive into it. The internet is having a total meltdown and Angel Reese is right in the middle of it.
I was making $3.1 million a year in college. What are you talking about? He's like, yo, don't act like you're doing me a favor. First of all, Ice Cube and them offered me $5 million for 10 weeks. I told them no, then they came back for $15 million. I mean, what I would have been doing. I would have grabbed that and waited till next year. I'm trying to bring awareness to women's basketball, taking a wild pay cut. When you think about, let's just say $5 million for 10 weeks, $78,000 for a whole WNBA season, or $15 million for 10 weeks. What the commissioner talking about? What year you think this is? I was making 3.1 in college. I got a $28 million deal with Nike. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Secondly, I don't know this for a fact because I haven't done the due diligence on this, but I can imagine how the ratings dropped since Caitlin Clark has been hurt. Because she was hurt the last month or two or however long it was before the season. I was even upset because the Fever actually made it to the semifinals, and Caitlin Clark wasn't playing. Imagine this murder. Now, mind you, this is her second year. Her team makes it to the semifinals. What them ratings would have been.
Yeah.
Did you know that, but I'm saying, not even being funny, did you know the Fever was in the semifinals?
No.
Exactly, but I bet you.
Caitlin wasn't playing.
Exactly, if Caitlin was playing, you would have known that the Fever was in the semifinals. So, yo, I would be like, yo, if I'm Caitlin Clark, yo, you need to come see me.
Yeah. she actually make the league hot. As much as people like to argue about it, she's what's bringing the eyeballs. I know that people are gonna hate that take, but it's the truth. It's like she's bringing the viewers along with everybody else, but they're coming to see her either win or fail, and that's what's bringing motivating a lot of the interest.
Just want to add a stat really quick to back up what you guys are saying. So it was reported that the WNBA viewership went down 55% since her injury, and even for the Fever's national TV games, it was at 1.8 million average viewers, and it went down to about 850,000. So
so you can feel how you want to feel about her. You can feel how you want to feel.
Look, 55% is a huge number. And Caitlin Clark's off-season, it's completely different from pretty much everyone else in the WNBA. Most players are either resting, training hard, or signing overseas deals just to make some extra money. But Caitlin, she's doing something totally different. She's just talking. That's right. The biggest star in women's basketball right now doesn't need to go overseas or risk injuries to earn more cash. She literally just shows up, gives a speech about her journey, and she leaves richer than half the league put together. This newest event is happening in Jacksonville, and it's not some small college hall either. We're talking a full-on red carpet speaking engagement, and the ticket price, they will absolutely shock you. A basic ticket for fans is around, but if you want that VIP experience, be ready to shell out $4 for one night. Can you believe that?
His conversations last offseason was Caitlin Clark $100,000 an hour speaking gigs. Well, I'm here to tell you, she is not taking long getting back to work, raking in the cash, because she has landed yet.
The thing is, for that hefty price, you actually get to meet Caitlin, snap some pictures, and maybe even grab a seat at a dinner table while she tells her story. Like how her dad literally painted a 3-point line on their driveway just so she could practice shooting. And that's not just some cute anecdote. It's a real part of her journey. And apparently, it's a story that people are absolutely willing to pay thousands of dollars to hear. Think about that for a minute. Caitlin Clark could deliver that same speech, say 10 times this month, and she'd walk away with millions. She doesn't even have to pick up a basketball.
So it looked like Caitlin Clark is headed to Long Island Association, bro. So it stated Long Island Association joined the Long Island Association's president and CEO, Matt Cohen, moderates a special conversation with Caitlin Clark discussing her record-breaking performances, impact, and cultural influence on October the 29th at 10:30 to 12:30 in New York.
Okay, so that's why everyone's calling it the Caitlin Clark money glitch, right? She's literally found a way to make more money in one single night than most of her peers make in an entire year. To give you some context, the average WNBA player salary is only around. Even huge stars like A.A. Wilson and Breanna Stewart are making roughly $250,000 in base pay. But Caitlin, she's making double that just by talking for an hour. No wonder Angel Reese's name started trending online after all this news broke. Fans immediately noticed Angel had liked a few, let's just say, interesting posts on social media. One of them actually said, "Some players get fouled for free, others get paid for talking." Yeah, that one definitely caught everyone's attention. Then another post popped up showing Angel commenting about how some players get media protection like it's part of their contract. That one didn't stay up long, but of course, the screenshots went viral instantly. So, naturally, people started connecting the dots. They think Angel Reese is once again throwing shade at Caitlin. And honestly, can you even blame her? While Caitlin is out there living this absolute superstar lifestyle, Angel has been hustling hard just to stay relevant in the spotlight. She's signing endorsement deals, really working on her brand and making sure she keeps herself in front of the cameras. But the gap between them just keeps growing. And it's pretty clear to see Caitlin isn't just a basketball player anymore. She's a full-blown global brand. She's got Nike, Gatorade, State Farm, Bose, you name it. And now on top of all that, she's stacking hundreds of thousands of dollars from these speaking events. That's just wild. But here's where things get even crazier. People aren't just paying to see Caitlin because she's incredibly good at basketball. They're paying because she's become a genuine cultural icon. She totally represents this huge crossover moment where women's basketball finally hit mainstream relevance. She's the literal face that brought so many new fans to the WNBA. Her name alone sells out arenas. Her games, they boost TV ratings higher than even some NBA preseason games. So, when you look at it from that perspective, those speaking fees suddenly make a lot more sense. The truth is, if Caitlin Clark shows up, the event sells out. Period. And that's the kind of market power absolutely nobody else in the league. Not Angel, not AA, not even Candace Parker can match right now. Still, that doesn't mean everyone's happy about it. Angel Reese, who's always been super outspoken, probably feels like she's watching someone else eat from a table she really helped set. Because let's be real, that LSU-Iowa rivalry, that championship game put both of them on the map in a whole new massive way. It wasn't just basketball. It was a cultural moment. Angel's taunt made headlines and Caitlin's performances made history, and both of them became household names. But since then, Caitlin's career has just skyrocketed. Angel's stayed steady, but nowhere near that same level of exponential growth. And that's exactly what's fueling all this frustration. Angel sees Caitlin getting rewarded not just for her amazing talent, but for her image, her marketability, that whole America's sweetheart label. Meanwhile, Angel's out there fighting for respect, constantly being labeled as the villain. It's the same story over and over. One gets praised, the other gets criticized, even when they do the exact same thing. Caitlin gets called passionate, Angel gets called emotional. Caitlin gets called confident, Angel gets called arrogant. That double stand, it hasn't gone away. And this $50 million headline just poured gasoline all over it. Because no matter how you look at it, Caitlin Clark is making more money just talking about basketball than Angel Reese might ever make actually playing it. And it's not just about jealousy, it's genuinely about fairness. The system seems to reward likability over pure performance, marketability over raw skill. And Angel knows that. She's watching it unfold in real time. But you know what? Caitlyn is just playing the game better than anyone else. She's not breaking any rules or doing anything wrong. She's simply cashing in while the opportunity is right there in front of her. And honestly, who wouldn't? If someone offered you $500,000 to talk for an hour, you'd take that deal with a smile, too. Caitlyn is incredibly smart. She knows her value, and she's not waiting for the WNBA to pay her what she's worth. She's taking it directly from the public, and that's what truly separates her from the rest. She's treating her name like a brand. Every appearance, every quote, every sponsorship, it's all part of a long-term strategy. So, while Angel's online throwing shade, Caitlyn's on a stage somewhere collecting another check. And whether people love her or hate her, she just keeps winning. Because at the end of the day, Caitlyn Clark figured out something that took other athletes decades to learn. The real money isn't just in the game itself. It's in being bigger than the game. And right now, she's proving that one speech at a time. So, now that we've really broken down how Caitlyn Clark's money